Hey, this is H1, and we're going to be running it back with another episode talking about chess knowledge, chess wisdom, and chess understanding. Today, we're going to review one of Magnus Carlsen games when he was 14 and he was still, at that age, beating Grandmasters like it was nothing. But it's kind of not fair, and I'm going to tell you the reason why. So in this game, Magnus Carlsen was the white pieces, and his rating at 14 was 2581, which is not fair because he was going against Nerline. Hopefully that's how you say his name, but he was the black pieces and his rating at the time was 2476. So yeah, he was blowing people as a teenager. Just imagine a little Magnus Carlsen coming at you as a 14-year-old thinking that he knows more about life than you. That's crazy to me. But anyway, this game was played in 2004 and this was at the site Calvia at the 36th Olympiad, round 10. So let's get through it right quick. Young Magnus Carlsen beating the Grandmaster. Magnus Carlsen, as a 14-year-old, started off his games with d4. After he played d4, his opponent, Nerline, decided to play knight f6. We got c4, and then we got e6, and then we got knight c3. And this is some sort of Indian defense that has been played over 70,000 times. After knight c3, we got the moves bishop, b4, and we're still going to be in opening theory for a while, especially after the move queen c2. But after the move queen c2, we got c5, d takes on c5, and then bishop takes on c5, which is usually one of the moves that you do in this Indian defense. Well, now it's a Nimzo Indian defense after the move c5, but I digress. Let's just get on with the game. After bishop takes on c5, we got knight f3, queen b6, trying to do some quick attack on the f2 square since that is a big weakness. And then Magnus Carlsen was like, who do you think I am? I'm gonna be world champion in like the next, what was it? In the next, dang, what did he become world champion? The next 8 years? So you're gonna do moves like this, attacking my f2 pawn? You think I'm gonna fall for this? And so he played the move g3. Now, I'm just playing. He played e3. Like, calm down, all you Magnus nerds out there. But anyway, after e3 was played, we got the move queen c7, moving the queen twice. Why not? b3 and then b6. And the plan was move the queen to c7, get the bishop fianchetto. Why not? The queen didn't need to be on b6 anymore. And then after doing b6, Magnus Carlsen was like, I'm going to fianchetto my bishop on b2 too. And he learned Nerline. Nerline was like, okay, I'm just going to finish what I was doing since you're pretty much copycatting me. And then Magnus Carlsen became 14 again. And he was like, oh snap, let me attack the queen and go to b5. Why not attack the queen at this moment since you kind of gave me a free tempo right here? I caught you. But anyway, after the knight went to b5 to attack the queen went to d8 in this position. Nerline was like, hey, I understand that you are a hasty young one, but I'm still older than you. And I'm going to keep on disrespecting your age, but I'm still older than you, future world champion, right? And so I'm just going to go to queen d8 and then realize that, hey, I'm going to castle next move. I'm going to go to knight c6 and we're going to have a good game. And hopefully I draw you so I can steal your rating points. And then Magnus Carlsen was like, okay, I can probably develop my bishop to d3 and castle kingside and then like get some regular game going. Probably bishop e2 is more accurate. Do something simple. But I could castle queenside in this game and try to attack you on the king side. Nerline didn't like that, especially since he blundered on the next move by castling kingside. The right move was knight c6. And knight c6 was the right move because Magnus Carlsen decided to play knight g5, threatening to take this knight, and then queen takes on h7 checkmate. And you're probably wondering, like all my beginners watching this video is probably wondering, aren't we supposed to castle as soon as possible? Well, you're not supposed to castle and then not see your opponent's threats. Knight g5 is a big threat. And so this should have been seen a long time ago because after knight g5 was played, black played Rook E8, and then after Rook E8, we got H4 being played, an inaccuracy, but then we got an inaccuracy back by playing the move E5. In this position, weirdly enough, the best move is knight to D6. And by saying weirdly enough, I mean that you might be thinking, what's the point of knight D6? Can I just recapture with the rook, and then I can just go on developing regularly? And that's pretty much what happens, is that bishop captures on D6, rook captures on D6, and then black does a move H6, and there's nothing going on, right? This knight can just move back. What's the best move for the white pieces at this moment? And the silly part about this is that Magnus Carlsen don't do the best move. He doesn't do the best move, and the best move was actually bishop d3. Just ignoring the threat, because if black captures his knight, I capture back with the h pawn. I get a free file on the h file. I'm attacking this knight. This knight has to go somewhere where it's safe, and yeah, I'm threatening a lot of things in that scenario. But Magnus Carlsen plays queen f5, pretty much equalizing the whole position. And in this game, after queen f5, what could have been played to save this whole position, since the computers has given it dead equal evaluation, queen e7 could have been played, attack the queen, and defending a few things. But instead of queen e7, we got the move knight c6. Wrong order, Nerline. Before you castle, knight c6 should have been played first, but now we got some type of tactics flowing in the air. Your spidey senses should be kind of ringing right now. And now that I told you that, pause the video and figure out what is the best move for the white pieces. Can you play like a 14-year-old? Can you play like Magnus Carlsen when he was 14? Is that possible? Do you want me to get out of the way of the camera? You probably do. So let me step back. Please pause the video. But if you're just looking at this video for entertainment purposes, then let me just go on with the move right quick. Rook takes on f6, which pretty much demolishes the whole position. And this demolishes the whole position because this knight was a crucial part into defending this h7 square. So now if queen takes the rook, we got this h7 check, and we're gonna be going through this right quick. After queen takes on f6, queen takes f6, queen h7 check, king f8, knight e4, attacking the queen, and the computer doesn't even want you to move the queen. They want you to go king e7, and this is the reason why. If you go to a safe square with the queen, like queen e6, then bishop a3 ruins your whole career. If you do d6, I could just take the pawn with the bishop, because the knight is attacking this d6 square too. But if you just protect, right, you just block and do knight e7 or rook e7, then queen h8 is checkmate on both accounts. This knight can't move because that knight is pinned to the king. And yeah, if this knight moved anywhere to defend this, that would be an illegal move. And so yeah, this is straight up checkmate. This is a checkmate position if you're not careful. And so you have to give up the queen just to survive. And guess what happens if you don't capture the rook? I mean, guess what happens if you capture the rook? Dang, I'm trying to find my pieces. Maybe I should have thrown. But anyway, let's go back to the original position. If you capture the rook with the pawn, queen h7, check, king f8, queen takes on f7, checkmate. And yeah, this is just a crazy position that Magnus Carlsen got himself into. And it's good for Magnus Carlsen, of course. And Nerline, hey, play better next time. Like, this is crazy. He's probably still playing. If you watch this video, I'm sorry, man. Magnus Carlsen is world champion. So the best option is probably just not capturing this rook at all, or just resign like he did. Hey, learn from young Magnus Carlsen, you know? Nobody knew he was going to be a future world champion until he did it and beat up Anand and beat up Hikaru Nakamura, and then can't beat Hans Niemann for some reason. Dang, man.